Palentine's.
Okay, so knock.
Who's there?
Pooch.
Pooch-hoo.
Put your arms around me and kiss me on my lips.
Oh yeah, you're listening to It's a Conspiracy, Baby. You don't need me to tell you. The truth is out there.
Okay, yeah, actually, all right. Welcome back, everyone, to It's a Conspiracy. This is the podcast where we lay out the beliefs behind selected conspiracy theories, alternative accounts, legends, myths, and more. This here, right now, for your enjoyment, is our Palentine's Day special. Yay, hooray. Joining me, as always, are the Cupids of Lust, Charlie and Greg, and these mozzarella sticks will be presented with some theories and we'll interject accordingly. All the resources gathered for these theories will be stuck in the episode description. Not that anyone ever looks at them anyways, for your perusing pleasure. We were talking about mozza sticks on the way here, so that's just...
okay.
Yeah.
Greg didn't even get that, and he was in the car with you.
I know.
I was just thinking that I was going to be the marinara to this.
Oh, man.
This whole dish.
So really quick, if you'd like to keep an eye on the goings-on here at It's a Conspiracy, then please check out our Twitter at Is It a Conspiracy, our Facebook group, It's a Conspiracy, our Instagram, It's a Conspiracy Podcast, our email, It's a Conspiracy at protonmail.com, and if you would like us to feed those starving podcast puppies, then head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/It's a Conspiracy. Yep. Okay, cool. On with the show. Charlie, with a yes or no, can you tell me if you're familiar with these three things here?
What do you got for me?
Number one, some history on Saint Valentine's and the day with stuff.
A little bit. I mean, mostly I'm more familiar with the and stuff.
And stuff. And stuff is so broad.
I sell it at stuff.
Number two, White Day.
No.
Okay.
That sounds racist.
Yeah. Number three, 10 fun facts about cupcakes.
Oh, boy. I hear it now.
Some history on Saint Valentine's and the day with stuff.
Valentine's Day, Saint Valentine's Day, or the Feast of Saint Valentine is a day celebrated on February 14th in nations all across the world. It has become a significant religious, commercial, romantic, and cultural day, and we all just love it with our tender little muffin hearts. However, the origins of this strange day are a little hard to pin down. It's not all hugs, kisses, tender moments, gazing, nuzzling, rubbing, holding, whispering, cherishing, cuddling, baby making, crooning, solid gold country music. It's actually quite dark and shrouded in blood and mystery. Let's start with the Romans here. So in ancient times, the Romans held a feast in mid-February called the Feast of Lupercalia. A goat and a dog were sacrificed, and then playfully men would chase the village women around with the hides of the slain animals whilst drunk and naked. This hilarious courtship was in hopes that they would all be a little more fertile and was a celebration of getting it on. At a certain point, all of the available women would write their name on a piece of papyrus. Is it papyrus or papyrus? I don't know.
I think it's papyrus.
Yeah.
Papyrus? A papyrus.
I like it better when you call it papyrus, though.
A papyrus, and stick it in a jar. They'd write their names on a papyrus and stick her in a jar. The men would then draw a name from the jar and be partnered with that lucky lady for the rest of the festival.
Is this still in Rome or are you in Newfoundland right now?
This sounds like
This is ancient Rome, but or modern day Newfoundland.
What you're saying is Rome invented the key party.
This was done in hopes of lifetime partnerships, but obviously, alas, it wasn't so. You're not going to be like, yep. That's a great story for your kids, though. You'd be like, I pulled your mom's name out of the jar. 9 months later, beautiful baby boy. Around the 3rd century, Emperor Claudius, what a great name, Emperor Claudius.
Sounds like the most hillbilly emperor.
Oh, Claudius, Claude. Claudius II, Claude
I bet you
II.
preferred Claude.
Claude II, Electric Boogaloo, came up with a new angle on the whole thing and threw human sacrifice into the festivities. One of the first, or perhaps most prominent, were two young men. There was two of them who both had the surname Valentine. These men refused to celebrate the local pagan rituals and were slain publicly for it. And their guts were pulled out, and everybody got to see what their innards looked like on the earth side. Those tummy ropes, those are my intestines. Their deaths were seen as martyrdom by the Catholic Church, and the day became an annual tradition to honor them. We'll come back to the church part, but once again, it's like fun pagan festival. Everybody's drunk and slapping each other with dog skins, and then
those pagans know what's up.
Yeah,
they know how to party.
They know what's lit. And then according to legend, Saint Valentine, whichever one it was, had the ability to heal people and continued to do this even while he was incarcerated. So the local jail keeper had a very sick daughter. And she was brought to him, and he was able to cure her ailment. As the story goes, just before execution, he handed her a note signed, "Your Valentine." I know, isn't that nice? Oh. And then when he got his tummy ropes pulled, this story may be the start of the mega billion-dollar industry of Palentine's Day cards, chocolates, teddy bears, negligee, playful apparatuses. Away we go. Yeah. Over the years, the human sacrifice element faded, and the church convinced everybody to keep their clothes on and ease up on the dog sacrifice part. But goat still continues to be a staple at the Feast of Saint Valentine's. Do you guys like goat?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Bit of mutton here and there.
Yeah, it's not bad. I know. I know.
Walked right into that one.
The drunken nudity, Newfoundland, was replaced by a celebration of virginity, and the good times dried up like a salty leech on your balls.
Oh boy!
And then years later, old Bill Shakespeare helped popularize Valentine's Day by including it in works such as Hamlet. So I'll read this here. "Tomorrow is Saint Valentine's Day. All in the morning betime, and I am made at your window to be your Valentine." I think that was Ophelia who read that bit there.
So you looked up the quote, but you didn't look up who.
No, I didn't know. I know Shakespeare wrote it. It's in Hamlet. I'm not exactly sure. Interestingly, the first "roses are red, violets are blue" traces the roots to Valentine's Day as well. The modern cliche can be found in the collection of first found in the collection of English nursery rhymes, Grammar Girton's Garland from 1784. So I'll just read
classic.
Yeah, that's old Gammer Girtons. Who doesn't have that?
Old Gigi.
Yeah. He's got the is that on your shelf of pride here?
Oh, you bet it is.
Yeah, you got
right
your copy of Gammer Girton's Garland.
Yep.
So this sonnet goes as such. "The rose is red, the violet's blue, the honey's sweet, and so are you. Thou art my love, and I am thine. I drew thee to my Valentine. The lot was cast, and then I drew, and fortune said, it should be you. Thus I swear on this violet, you be the cockpit, and I the pilot."
Hey.
Yeah. The last bit about the cock pilot there part, that was
I was waiting.
That was some innuendo.
Yeah. I did write up my own "roses are red, violets are blue" part though, and I just wanted to include this here because as I stated on Facebook, we've got a brief moratorium. We're not going to get carried away. The moratorium on Star Trek has been lifted.
There's no moratoriums. No more moratoriums.
Okay, no more moratoriums. Well, the one on pubes continues.
No more moratoriums.
Okay. "Roses are red. My place isn't far. Let's get it on like Data and Yar."
Yeah.
Talking downtown. Or "Roses are red. I like Doctor Who. Let's take our clothes off and get down to some lovin'."
Man, you were a poet and you didn't even know you were one.
Just poeting all over the place. Yeah. So that was the history of St. Valentine's Day with some stuff and things.
All right.
Yeah.
That's the stuff and things.
That's the stuff.
That's the stuff and things.
I get it.
Okay, Charlie's favorite day, White Day.
White Day.
Why?
Whoa.
Why?
Valentine's Day and SAD, which is Singles Awareness Day, are both celebrated on February 14th. But in some countries, I was going to try to get through that without laughing. Some countries, there is an accompanying day on March 14th called White Day. In countries like Japan, Taiwan, and South Korea, this day has become a multi-million-dollar event. 578 million spent in Japan last year. Have you ever heard of White Day before, Greg?
No, never.
No, this is neat. I've told you guys a billion times. And I saw White Day a couple times, and I was like, "Oh, this is so cool."
Kind of like painting the town red, but in white.
Yep, and it's not paint you're using. I'll tell you that much. Meow. Yeah, so they celebrate with white chocolates, white cupcakes, white wine, white cards, marshmallows, white gifts, white wrapping paper, etc. The basic concept for this is that the male-centric... Take 3. The basic concept for this is that it is the male-centric counterpart to Valentine's Day. Women give gifts to men they're romantically involved with, and a bunch of token gifts are given to coworkers, bosses, colleagues, friends, teachers, acquaintances, etc. Apparently, it all began in the mid-1970s when a woman in Japan wrote into a magazine with the comment, "It's not really fair that women get chocolate from men on Valentine's Day, but they don't return the favor. Why don't they give us something? A handkerchief, candy, even some marshmallows?" And then in 1978, there was a local business that were like, "Hey, that's a great idea. Let's let's do this. We'll do it like a month later." And it was celebrated under the name initially Marshmallow Day, which sounds like fun. Doesn't that sound like fun? Yeah. Yep. And then later on, the store was like, let's do a little more open-ended. We'll call it White Day. And it's a little more, like you can do more than, it doesn't have to revolve entirely around marshmallows. So
to get big Stay Puff out of there.
Yeah. And that could be like a trademark name. I don't know, marshmallow. Yeah. Like that could be like a Kleenex thing. I'm not sure.
Big Mallow.
Yeah. By the 1980s, White Day had spread all over Japan like a creamy marshmallow spread and began to include white chocolate and other edibles, heyo, as acceptable gifts. Kaori Shoji, I'm probably mispronouncing that name all over the place, essayist and author.
Never do that.
Says that White Day is one of her favorite holidays and is a huge retail event in the country. A decade ago, Valentine's Day and White Day were big deals, and older salarymen with female subordinates were expected to generously reciprocate, that's a great word, whatever they got in giri choco or home choco. Fourfold. You're probably wondering, what the hell is giri choco and honmei choco? So I'm going to tell you here. There's 2 kinds of chocolate.
Darkened milk?
No, it's yeah, you're close because there's the key milk chocolate, dark chocolate, white chocolate doesn't count. That's just ghastly stuff.
That's sugar.
Yeah,
albino chocolate.
Anyway, so there are typically 2 types of chocolate offered on White Day. Giri choco, which is obligation chocolate, and honmei choco, which is like your
I love you chocolate.
Yeah, I guess so. So okay. Giri choco is meant for friends, colleagues, bosses, and close male associates. So I would give you both giri choco, and then honmei choco would be for the man who has my heart. Oh. Yeah, I know. Isn't that nice?
He's giving me that chocolate.
Yeah. Given to a boyfriend, gentleman lover, or husband, or both, with true love. Japanese women often prepare the chocolates themselves, as many of them think it is not true love if they don't just buy the stuff at the store, or if they buy it at the store, it's not true love. You got to make it yourself. I'd agree with that.
Anyone can go out and buy some obligation chocolate.
That's why I brewed these beers for you bastards.
Thanks, you troubled monkey. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I made that beer myself. I bought it at the liquor store, but yeah,
it's quite tasty.
It is really good. White chocolate, man, or White Day. When I was working as the teacher there, I'd come home with bags of handmade chocolate, and it was crazy.
You trusted it at all?
Sometimes I was like, thanks.
Maybe if it looked a little sketchy.
Well, because there was definitely, there was some that I'm like, I'm gonna have that, and there's some that I'm not gonna have that.
Probably not gonna touch it.
Probably not gonna have that. It's all right though. But it was good and it was neat. And I was always like, I always got a lot more than like, there'd be like the principal of the school and everybody'd be like, oh, he's going to get the most. And then I'd come in with like 6 bags. And usually it was just because they're like, oh, that guy, he's funny. Doesn't know what he's talking about.
Here comes old Andrew 6 bags.
Oh, yeah. The Giddy Choco score. Those are the days. So yeah, that's White Day. Charlie's favorite day.
Did you ever think that they were probably trying to give you diabetes? And
Oh, man. Where's that roses are red poem? Roses are red, violets are blue. I have diabetes. Thanks for the chocolate.
thanks for that.
You're real.
Thanks for the Gita.
Think on your feet kind of a guy.
Real wordsmith, aren't you? So, hey, Greg, what are we drinking?
What are we drinking?
Ooh, we are drinking Troubled Monk Open Road American Brown Ale.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's well, they got some meters here on the side. Like the hop flavor is pretty low. It's not very bitter, but it's very malty and dark. I love. It's almost like a red ale.
Look at that. Share over dinner and live music. Don't tell me what to do, Troubled Monk. I tell you what to do.
I paid
Get
for
in
you.
my belly.
Why is that monk so troubled?
What is it? Let the Troubled Monk take you on a journey to a long-forgotten feeling. A feeling of freedom. A feeling of traveling down the Alberta back roads with the sun on your back and the wind in your hair. I wish I had hair.
Could you do this more like...
I feel like they put that in there just to put a slight on me. Anyway, nowhere to be and no rush to get there. Celebrate the journey with a brown ale that is malty enough for dark beer lovers and smooth enough for those starting on their craft beer journey.
Oh, lovers.
all right.
And long-haired loveliness.
Yeah. These microphones can pick up that hand gesture, by the way. Greg did like a great, like, whoosh, whoosh, windy day in a convertible car kind of David Hasselhoff moment.
It's like that blonde and what's the Griswolds, right? Mm-hmm. The first one,
Right.
She was driving a convertible. Vacation. I've only seen it once.
Oh, man. Okay, anyways, so here's 10 fun facts about cupcakes. Do you guys like cupcakes?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I was just saying, yeah, I love that we live in a time when it's like the cupcake generation.
Revolution.
It's amazing. Previous generations, they had wood panels on their station wagons. They had carpets in their kitchens.
Oh.
Yeah, they had GoBots and Voltron.
I
And,
love it.
yeah.
Take me back.
And we have stores that just make cupcakes. And I've got some for you guys here. I'm so excited.
The future is bright.
No kidding.
It's a good thing. Yeah. Okay. Well, here we go. Here's 10 fun facts about cupcakes.
10 fun facts about cupcakes.
Number 1, cupcakes were originally called number cakes or 1, 2, 3, 4 cakes because it was an easy way to remember portions. 1 cup of butter, 2 cups of sugar, 3 cups of flour, 4 eggs, 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of soda. 1 cup of soda. That's a lot.
1 cup of soda.
Sure.
I think you're making like 1 teaspoon.
And one whisper of MSG. Cupcakes started gaining popularity. This is number 2. Cupcakes started gaining popularity in the early 2000s when NYC shops like the Magnolia Bakery were featured on Sex and the City. Charlie, that's your favorite show.
Oh, man. I'm rewatching it for like
Come
the
on.
11th time.
Come on!
I'm proud to say I've never seen one episode.
Yeah.
You've never seen Sex and the City? I've never seen it either, actually. Yeah. Charlie, I just pick it up through him. Like, he talks about it, and I'm like, oh.
I won't shut up about it.
Yeah, just shut the hell up
You're
about
such a
it.
Carrie.
Yeah.
I've been told I'm the city of New York, but
Greg, you're such a city.
yeah.
The world's largest cupcake broke the world record. It was 1,224 pounds, 4 feet tall, 10 feet wide. And do you guys want to guess how many calories were in this thing? 4 feet tall, 10 feet wide.
20,000.
Keep her going.
Like
Price is right here.
150,721.
You're so close. 2 million.
Oh.
2 million.
Damn.
But yeah,
So, okay, hold on.
holding.
If you've got a cupcake that's that big.
Yeah, that's not a cup anymore, is
That's
it?
no longer in a cup. That's just a legit
Yeah.
cake.
That's a giant cake.
Did they also
I wonder
win
what the
the
biggest cake is.
Did they also win the world record for the largest cup?
Hey, there you go. There you go.
I think there was.
Yeah, because it could have been made in a cup, and we'll talk about that later on. About things in cups, just like Valentine's Day. That's what all about. Yeah.
Ooh, I hope you can
just
talk
a couple
about
couple friends hanging around in a cup.
pigs in cups.
But yeah, this thing was 1,224 pounds. So can you imagine how expensive it would be to get that shipped? Was that number 3 or number? Okay, we'll say this is number 3.
on power.
H.P. Lovecraft blamed the. Okay, but I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. I don't want to hear about it. I don't know how the hell to pronounce this.
Please tell us all about it.
H.P. Lovecraft blamed the creation of his most famous mythical monster, Kursperficht, on an overdose of cupcakes.
Hold on, what was that?
Kursperficht.
Come on, no, but for real though.
Cthulhu.
There he is.
But is that how it's pronounced?
That's it.
Is it really? Cthulhu?
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Yeah, come
Okay.
on.
All right. Here, let me take a clean run at this.
Try it again. I'm leaving all this in.
H.P. Lovecraft blamed the creation of his most famous mythical monster, Cthulhu, on an overdose of cupcakes. He had locked himself in his basement with a dozen of them and eaten them until the rush of sugar caused him to hallucinate about ultimate evil. Now, he might blame the cupcakes, but he's the one who locked himself in the basement. Like right there. You're like,
Cakes made him do it.
yeah. Number 4, I think. In the mid-1980s, there was a trend where cupcakes filled with coins would be given to children at events like birthday parties. This practice was short-lived, as a number of children ended up in the hospital after having ingested the money. Do you guys remember this as kids?
No.
You get like a loony in your piece of cake.
No.
Yeah, I had a couple of these things. It'd be like it'd be wrapped up in a little thing, and you'd bite into it, and like, oh, my teeth. Why are they?
That explains a few things.
Why do I have no more teeth?
This
This was the thing that was actually started by dentists.
No,
This is why I can't eat corn on the cob.
and that's the tooth. Number 5, and we might visit this in a minute here. So number 5, odd cupcake ingredients have become quite popular. Options like, and I saw recipes for these: bacon, lettuce, tomato, chicken and waffle. That sounds amazing. Curry, beer, hot wings, parsnips, sauerkraut, and organ meats are available at many custom
What do you mean by organ meats?
shops. Organ meats,
Organ meats.
Awful.
lungs, yeah.
in a cupcake.
I'm imagining he's going like liver and kidneys.
A liver and kidney cake.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
Go
what
on.
Doesn't matter what it comes in. That's not a cupcake. If it's
A liver and kidney cake.
liver and kidney, that's not a cupcake anymore. That's something else.
It's a liver cake.
Yeah.
That's a pile of organs. Baking soda. Oh, sorry. This is number 6. Baking soda is kind of magic. While it's a key ingredient in baking, it turns out that the baking is a substance with a lot of uses. This article from Mental Floss talks about its non-baking uses, which include tenderizing meat, polishing silver, which you call it whatever you want, or I just off to polish the silver, Grandma. Removing splinters. You soak your hand in baking soda, put a bandage on it, and then let it sit there for a couple hours or whatever to make the skin softer, and then the splinter is going to come out. And it helps soothe bug
really?
bites. I guess that's
Just
what-
get some tweezers, bro.
yeah, get some tweezers and whip that thing out. By applying the same, if you got yourself a bug bite, you just slap some baking soda on there, and the bug will die that bit you.
That's some voodoo.
It's like dropping salt over your right shoulder.
Yeah.
Putting baked goods in the fridge actually makes them go stale faster. So unlike most other foods, you should leave your cupcakes out on the cupboard or on the counter.
This message has been brought to you by Big Cake.
Yeah, they're gonna come and eat you. Number 8, the world record for eating cupcakes in one sitting is 29 cupcakes in 30 seconds. That is insanity.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, so I'm wondering, what is the
If we can beat that record today.
we will challenge that. 29 cupcakes, but is it like, are cupcakes a standard size? Like, is there a...
I'm sure for this, there's going to be a regulation size cake.
Got to be a regulation, but that sounds like it's a mini cupcake.
Maybe.
But 29 standard size cupcakes in 30 seconds?
Oh, boy.
That's a lot. Yeah.
I wonder if the standard hot dog rules apply, where you like dip it in water to get
and you get it moist and
Yeah,
it makes
and
it
then-
easier for the bread to eat.
just in your gullet.
I can't even. Number 9, egg whites are drying agents, and too many will reduce the moisture content of the batter. To achieve extra fluffy cakes, especially when making vanilla cakes, separate the egg whites from the egg yolk, make the batter with the yolks, and beat the egg whites until they tell you where the island of Cordoba is.
Where's the money in the basket?
I'm going to punch you. Number 10. Oh, this is nice. Cupcake is a term of affection from one friend to another. So cupcakes.
No,
Cupcakes.
no.
Here
It's
it is.
more like, I really appreciate all your work, Cupcake.
Man,
I prefer sweet cake.
yeah. Cupcake, though, really,
I call a lot of people sweet cakes.
yeah.
Hey, sweet cake.
See, again, you just did it again there, where there's like kind of like a sexual harassment tone going on there. Hey, sweet cakes.
All right, back down to HR with me.
Yeah. I like what you're doing there, Cupcakes. Bonus fact, and this is a bit of a scandalous take. Muffins are just cupcakes without icing. I said it. That's right.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know.
Muffin tops or bottoms? That's the next question.
Oh man, muffin tops all the way. Yeah. Speaking of muffin tops, I'm just working this shit up
You're
from Christmas.
working. It looks good. You're looking good. What have you been running? What have you been doing? You working it?
No, I've been
See those abs? I see
growing
those
my
abs.
muffin top. Okay then. Here.
What's that, blueberry?
One sec here. Do you want to sing the snack time song, Charlie?
Oh, it's snack time. Snack time again. Andrew's gonna give us some shit to eat. Maybe it'll have peanut butter and raisins on it.
Okay, so here, I'll tell you what. If you guys close your eyes and then remember, so you guys have to explain what you see. Okay? Okay, here we go. I'm going to get these guys out of the way here.
Wait, we're
Can
supposed
we
to
open
explain
our
what
eyes
we
now?
see. No, wait. We're supposed to explain what we see with our eyes closed.
When you open your eyes. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. Voila!
They look like normal
These
cupcakes.
are regular ass cupcakes.
Don't those look like nice little cupcakes?
They are
Yeah.
super vanilla.
Those are vanilla cupcakes. They're vanilla cupcakes with vanilla icing and some white sprinkles on the top.
Oh,
Just for white day.
They're white
Just-
days.
yeah, they're
cupcakes.
white day special. Because these are the.
But did you make them yourself?
the gentleman lovers? I did. I put them
Obviously,
in this
looking at the
plastic
packaging
container.
and putting the label on the
Way to recycle. I like it.
Oh no, I totally I made these because I love you guys. I don't believe in buying things for when I love people. Actually, no, never mind. I bought this because that's how little I think it is.
There it is.
Yeah.
The truth comes out.
Sorry, just had some truths here. and
Thanks,
there.
Cupcake.
Yeah. See, again, that just feels okay. Here we go. Yeah, just pop this little guy out of the slot here. Okay, there we go. There you are,
coins in
Charles. And there's one for Gregory. All right.
I'm not gonna lose a tooth. There's not a penny or something hidden in there.
No,
That's what
no,
I
no.
said.
Just a nice. Here we go. Cheers.
Cupcake cheers.
Cupcake cheers. Boink.
Boink, 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 boink.
Aw.
Bottoms up. Yep.
Isn't that a nice classic cupcake? Well, in the spirit of love, I was like, let's take it easy. Just be like, have some cupcakes. Say, everything's good. Be all good to go. All right, well then that's basically the show. So what we're gonna do here
So
is
in the spirit of love, I want Charlie to know that love hurts, and that's not the end of the treats.
Oh, shit.
oh what? Hold on a second here.
Is this produced by M. Night Shyamalan? That's a twist.
Okay. So I noticed that a lot of things on Valentine's Day are just basically dipped in chocolate.
Yeah.
So I just dipped a lot of things in chocolate.
Alrighty here.
So I brought some Lay's salted chocolate dipped chips.
Hell yeah. That's going to be good.
And I think we're going to start with that. So everybody.
What the hell is going on here? We did like a snack time hijack. This is incredible. Okay.
Couldn't help myself. Get in there, boys.
Outstanding.
Alrighty. So that's a Frito. That's a chocolate
Lay's.
dip.
So Frito-Lay's dipped in chocolate.
Oh,
Bet
man.
you can't eat just one.
That's incredible. That's an East Coast staple, too. I know that might sound weird if anybody hasn't tried it, but chocolate dipped potato chips is a thing. Like, I don't know if it's a Canadian thing, but I was out in Prince Edward Island a couple years ago, and people were like buying this by the can. I'm like, that's a
I actually
thing.
have a couple of chef friends who did this for like a 5-course tasting menu. They just took chips and dipped them in chocolate.
Nice. Different chips, different kinds.
Fancy? I don't know.
Fancy chocolate. I like Easter Bunny chocolate.
Doritos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, phase 2. Look at this.
We'll move on to something a little more classic.
Should we be shutting our eyes?
The next
Eyes
course.
shut. Eyes closed.
Oh, here we go. The classic.
My keys are in the fishbowl.
You can open your eyes. I'm not that fancy.
Okay. I thought it was eyes open for this kind of thing.
Eyes open. Open them up. We got our classic.
Yes, sir.
I feel like I'm being courted.
Mm-hmm.
We have ourselves a chocolate dipped strawberry.
Beautiful.
Strawberry. Cheers.
Safeway's finest.
Oh, nice. Cheers. Cheers. Boop. Oh, yeah. Spectacular. You know, it's funny. You read these articles about podcasting, and they're like, one thing to avoid is don't eat, don't drink, don't make any kind of sounds with your mouth other than talking. And here we are like, oh, this snack is so good. Can you hear my tongue rolling around in my
That's
mouth?
what we're doing. We're breaking the mold.
And literally, I thought there was more to this. Like there was some maybe special chocolatier advice I could get. No, just dip it in the chocolate.
Dip it in there.
Melt some chocolate and dip the strawberry in there.
I was at a buffet one time, and I'm like, oh man, they got like a chocolate fountain, and like the fruit was all there, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna have some. And then the kid in front of me was like 10 years old. He stuck his hand in there, in the chocolate falls, and just had a hand, and he just started eating it off his hand. I'm like, I'm gonna skip the chocolate.
Did that turn you off?
Nah, that turned me right off.
So here's the thing, though. Like, you could have taken... I mean, that chocolate, that even though he touched it and it went down, it's going to go and it's going to get recycled.
And
but you got time. So if you get in there, you take your hot dog and you get in there, you get your hot dog coated... your chocolate coated hot dog. Or whatever.
What kind of weird ass...
What do we got here?
So just these are chocolate pops.
Chocolate pops!
Chocolate pop. We gotta... Oh, man.
Yeah. So much for social media. We didn't take pictures of any of this
something
stuff.
going on here. These look like the classic Monty Python. This is a crunchy frog. There's a real frog inside, and there's real bones.
It's very tasty. Yeah, so I'm not going to tell you. This one is a surprise.
A chocolate pop.
Oh, boy.
That's a surprise, okay? Cheers.
Have a night.
Cheers. Oh, I love it. Oh, dude, this is so great. Now there was a chocolate covered Brussels sprout.
Oh, yeah! I've never thought of that.
Disgusting. These are things that don't belong together at all.
Okay, now, Andrew, how do you generally feel about Brussels sprouts?
I love Brussels sprouts.
Okay.
And?
Yeah. That's just not working. Wow, that is horrific. Mm-hmm. Oh,
It's not the worst thing I've ever had, because I've had some pretty terrible things.
like a chocolate covered hot dog, man.
I am also very surprised at how good this is. Or
Yeah, it's not terrible.
Or not bad.
Ugh, chocolate Brussels sprout. No thanks.
I mean, I wouldn't order it off of a menu somewhere, but...
No, there's something there.
I'm gonna wash her down with this open road American brown ale.
That's probably a good choice. Yeah, cleanse the palate.
Boy, that was beastly. Never mind. I'm regretting this snack time hijack thing that we've got.
Oh, you don't like it so much when the shit's on the other foot, do you?
But like, keep in mind, I'm in this 100% with you boys. I had to make this stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
So I was kind of inspired by ants on a log, and this is a chocolate-covered ant on a fire hill.
What is this?
What?
What is this?
So I took peanut butter and I put it out of a hollowed-out jalapeno pepper.
Oh,
I dipped it in chocolate.
you gotta write a book.
This is okay.
I thought I had raisins. I did not have
Fire
raisins.
ants!
So yeah,
So this is
you
chocolate
can have
dip
the small one. If you want.
jalapeno pepper with peanut butter.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay.
This sounds brilliant.
Yeah, this.
Oh, I'm already not ready for this.
No, this is a little on the like. I just bring it up to my face. I'm like, it's like.
And I'm also gonna like apologize because when I cut these open to take the seeds out, it was like, oh no.
Oh, it's on. Here, cheers.
It's about to get real up in here.
Cheers. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, that's no good, and that's really spicy too.
Mm-hmm. I think the peanut butter is helping.
Oh, I wanted to say that's what she said when you said the peanut butter thing, but yeah. Are you all right with that, Charlie?
Mine's not killing me, man.
No, this is good.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. No, that was no good, man. The Brussels sprout thing, horrific. That actually, the peanut butter in the jalapeno is kind of nice. Mm-hmm. It's an odd crunch, though, with peanut butter.
Because we've suffered enough, I made more strawberries.
Hooray!
And the rest
look
of the
at this. Oh. Well, look at that.
How about that?
So yeah, actually, that wasn't as bad.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. I think the thing we could learn from this episode is to dip more stuff in chocolate.
Let's not get carried away, though, Charlie.
I'm telling you. Put hot dog in there.
I know, that's...
Why not? Pocket dog. You got pocket dog? Stick it in there.
I got a couple every once in a while.
Yeah, that's actually one of these potato chips. I'm just going to go ahead and...
Those are damn
But if
good.
we're talking about weird food, hot dogs with peanut butter.
Ooh,
really
like,
good.
Like some sort of an Elvis dog? Yes, sir. You laugh.
Did Elvis put peanut butter on his hot dogs?
No, but just the fried peanut butter banana sandwich,
Fried banana sandwich,
but on a hot dog.
And what is it? A fat Elvis burger is like...
Well, I don't know.
Fried peanut butter banana.
Oh, it's like FE, like fucking everything. Is like the slang for it? Yeah. Oh, that was so good, but just getting the burns here.
Are you really? I didn't get so much of a burn from my jalapeno.
You know, I got a little burn from my jalapeno.
Maybe I got a dud.
Yeah. The pin was pulled on my grenade.
Mine was a bit minimum, but yeah.
Yeah. It's coming in waves.
I can feel the cheeks getting a little,
yeah.
little red there.
Cool. Well, there we go. Look at that. The odd little... Ooh. I tried to be nice this time, Charlie. I tried to...
You did a great job.
Well,
Everybody did a great job.
Yay, team. Yay, team friends. Thanks so much for stopping by. We will be back with episode 8 on March 1st. And then our St. Patrick's Day special will be out on March 16th. And we might have an extra special episode in March. We're not exactly sure, on top of the episode 8 and the St. Patrick's Day
At this
special.
point, if it happens, we should just call it the extra special.
The extra special. Yeah.
That's a great name.
The extra special.
No, just the extra special.
Okay. And I've got the good fortune I'm going to be on the Northern Nerd podcast. I know, it's pretty cool. I'm recording it like next week. And
Is that Dan?
Yeah, it's with Dan.
Oh,
and
man.
I know, I love that guy.
I hope you guys have a lot of fun.
Will they be
super
drinking?
sober? No drinking. And
will you be talking about
we're
drinking?
we might bring it up, but we're going to try not to swear. We're going to watch our thoughts. Our thoughts become actions, or whatever it is.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Be just
Yeah, but it's just good times all around. Oh, I got some acid reflux just kind of...
really already.
So you can find us on Twitter at Is It a Conspiracy? Our Facebook group, It's a Conspiracy. Our Instagram, It's a Conspiracy Podcast. Our email account, It's a Conspiracy @protonmail.com. And if you're inclined, no pressure at all. We'd love a bit of help with the cost. You can swing by patreon.com/It's a Conspiracy, or you can just tell a friend if you want to share, subscribe, leave a little review, whatever you like. That's awesome.
Hey, if you tell 2 friends, and they'll tell 2 friends, and they'll tell 2 friends.
It's like herpes.
That's not what I was going for, but I mean...
Just like
That's
herpes.
not how that works.
Oh.
Well, unfortunately, they have to tell everybody.
Yeah, you gotta call all your
You
friends.
gotta tell all your friends. I have herpes. I have herpes, everybody. I hope that you don't take that clip and like put it out like by itself, out of context.
It's gonna loop it.
I have some herpes. Yeah,
I could like make phone calls.
please don't.
They can make phone calls to people, and when they're like, "Yes, hello," and then they're like,
But yeah, thanks so much for stopping by. And as always, thanks for listening. And we'll see you on March 1st.
Andrew, this Valentine's Day special is left me with a raging heart on.
Oh, isn't that nice? Bye.
See ya.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for listening, baby.
Heart on. Ugh.
That was great.
Oh, you don't like my pun?
I just don't like the thought of you having a boner while you're looking at me. I got a raging